Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Good morning, Gloucester.
Good morning.
Mike Coder, it's nice to see you this morning.
We're looking for his shining face.
Mike Coder, total fail. I'm here at the Hotel Bennett in Charleston, South Carolina. One of the prettiest places I've ever been. It's an unbelievable hotel. I'm joined by Pat Dalpiaz in Gloucester, who is attending to the patient, Jimmy Dalpiaz. Check everybody. Oh, hold on, Pat. I'm just going to make you small. I'm going to make you small for 1 second, and then I'll... So this is the place. It's absolutely stunning. A little early in the morning here. We got the piano guy over there. The tile is outrageous. The place is outrageous.
Susan Gold Coviello is with us this morning.
Hey, Susan. Susan's a regular down here, I think. Actually, I think she mentioned that she went to one of the my favorite meal I've had here. She commented that she loves the place called Felix in Charleston. If you ever get to Charleston, Felix, trust me on this one. Outrageous. But I'm here to look at colleges with my oldest daughter, which is bananas. Actually, Pauline Bresnahan sent me a post that I did of her in 2009.
I saw it.
Yeah, and and I was like, 2009. Wow, I remember I started the blog in 2007, December of 2007. Eloise was born in July of 2007. Eloise was born in 2005. Yeah, Eloise was born in 2005. But anyway, I just can't believe how many years we've been doing the blog and how many posts it's been, and it's over. It was just caught me. Every once in a while I forget about it and stuff like that. But good morning, Lynn Scannell. Every once in a while I forget about it, and then I think about how much time. Like this morning, I was up at 4:30 creating posts. I got 6 posts done in bed from my cell phone, and this is the first time I've taken my laptop out since I've been here, because I just been with the girls mainly, but the girls won't be up till 9 o'clock this morning. So I figured that. So Mike and I were at this bar. I'll show you. Hold on. Mike and I, when the girls went to bed last night, Mike met me at that bar right there at the Hotel Bennett, and we sat down, had some of their incredible cocktails. The hospitality business, but the craft alcohol drinks down here. Talking to a bunch of the bartenders, they take it so seriously. They're not just pouring drinks, they're legit mixologists. And I was at a cigar bar when the girl, listen to this. Listen how great my daughters are. So Charleston has shopping, like phenomenal shopping, safe, King Street. You stay on King Street. They got the app where I know exactly where they are. They like, we want to go shopping. They're like, Dad, why don't you go to the cigar bar? I go to the cigar bar. They've gone shopping for like 3 hours. They got all kinds of stuff. They're thrilled. I'm at the cigar bar, but there's 2 bartenders sitting. We're all sitting in a kind of in these leather recliners, and and they're going back and forth talking about different alcohols and how to make certain drinks and how to handle the ice properly. And
Wow.
it was just, there was so much more to it than I ever imagined. Like the depth that they went to create a unique experience for the drinker,
Hmm.
that you could see like the value in going to a place that has
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
mixologist rather than, not that. Listen, we love going to the Nest, and
Hmm.
actually those drinks are phenomenal. It's a different kind of experience. But anyway, yeah. So Mike and I came here and we had some really fantastic crafted cocktails, and the bartender. And here's the thing about bartenders that, if any bartenders are watching, this is something I think is really important. If you're bartending at a nice place, and you know that there's a place in town that I always make fun of. I'm not going to mention it right now for being pretentious. It doesn't matter how nice the place that you bartend at. If a person is there paying good amount of money for a mixologist drink, you don't need to be a fucking asshole. You don't have to look down your nose at the patron, right?
Oh,
Like
right.
like you're there to you're in the service industry, and you should be approachable and friendly. It doesn't matter if you're at the Hotel Bennett, one of the nicest hotels in the country, or if you're at the Crow's Nest. It doesn't matter. You're in the service industry, and so down here, and there's other places. It isn't necessarily here or Gloucester or New York City or whatever, but in general, if you're a server, people are going there to get away from, whatever. It's entertainment. It's time to get away and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
make it a nice. It's really not that hard to be. Who's really good at that? Jamie Verga.
Oh yeah,
Always.
yeah.
And Jamie's a total professional, right? There's a couple of. I'm gonna forget some bartenders. All the bartenders at the Nest are super friendly. I'm gonna forget a bunch. Oh, Paolo
Oh, Tono.
at Tono. What's his name? At the Franklin. I know his name. I'm blanking on it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
AC at the Beauport.
AC at the Beauport. These are professionals, and a professional bartender is worth their weight in gold.
Oh yeah.
Rather than someone that's thinks that they can make a special cocktail, but serves it to you with an attitude. It doesn't introduce themselves. I think the number one thing if a bartender could do is introduce themselves. And by the way, this topic was me and Mike at the bar yesterday, because we commented of the bartenders here at the Hotel Bennett, which is just a beautiful, beautiful place. But we came here mainly because it's school vacation, and I wanted to mix looking at colleges for my oldest daughter Eloise with a vacation for my youngest daughter, so she didn't feel like she was just getting drug around to different places.
Hmm.
Because I don't have a lot of. I get my vacation time like very compact times this time of year, the winter. So people see me on vacation all the time this time of year because it's the only time I can get away.
Packing it all in a short time.
I'm packing it all in. Everybody's like, "Oh, you live the life. You do." Yeah, it's because when everybody's at the beach in the summertime, I'm working, 6 days a week. So anyway, Charleston, South Carolina. If you have not been, place is gorgeous. It's clean. It's another one of these places that checks off my boxes, so I can add it to my list of places that I could live. My So the places that so we're gonna add Montreal. We're gonna add Portsmouth, Portland, Gloucester, Massachusetts, Newburyport, Charleston, Naples, Florida. I think that's the list. That's the list. Right there.
That's a good list.
That's the list. All coastal towns, right? Anything that wasn't.
Is Montreal, what is it, on the river?
No, Montreal's not. Well, Montreal has water, but it's not really the feature. Not really the feature, but great food, great architecture, clean, safe sports.
It is such an interesting city.
Yeah, that's it. With COVID though, like going out of the country is such a fucking thing now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to hear from the viewers right now. Give me your list. Type in if you're watching on Facebook. So right now we're streaming on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and a bunch of other places. Good morning, Kathy Balla. Good morning, Chris Thompson. Good morning, Lynn Scannell. Good morning, Susan Gould Caviello. Give me your list of places you could live, other than the place that you live right now. I want to hear other people's lists, and I'll read them off on the air. Because I think everybody has a list. Do you have a list, Pat?
Yeah, we do. Charleston's one of them. I don't know whether Jim would like it as much as I did. What's that island? I think it's off Georgia. I want to visit that. I don't know whether I could live there or not, but again, water though. Water is a primary feature of the places that are my favorites.
Yeah. So another.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yes.
Tybee. That's the place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing about here is like there's a downtown and it's very approachable as far as walking around. You can walk everywhere. Kathy Barlow, not being from Gloucester, says Gloucester. That's funny. Beverlo says Holmes Beach, Florida. I've never heard of that. Chris Thompson said the food in London is amazing. So that's what we have so far. Clint Scannell says North Shore of Oahu, Savannah, which I haven't been to yet, but I heard is fantastic as well. Cumberland, Georgia, and I don't know what Cumberland, Georgia is like. I might have to visit that place. Kathy Barlow says Scotland or Wales. I don't know. Have you been to Scotland, Pat?
No, we've been to Ireland. Not sure. I'm not sure I'd want to live there though. As much as I loved it, I don't think I'd want to live there.
Yeah.
I do want to go to Savannah though.
Oh, Bevlo says she's watching from Holmes Beach. She might not want to live here though. I get you. Now we're talking about places you could live. Give the list of places you could live. I named my list, and we're asking the viewers to type in what is your list of places you would like. So if you don't know where to comment, if you're watching this live on Good Morning Gloucester, the website, you can go to the Good Morning Gloucester Facebook page where everybody puts in their comments. Maybe you could put that caption up, Pat.
Sure.
I think it's already loaded. So here's the thing about Charleston. So it's very approachable. It's like a peninsula, and then there's bridges going off of it, and to the east of Charleston is a place called Mount Pleasant. And Mount Pleasant is it's like I would call it like a hip Essex River kind of experience. There's a place called Shem Creek, and Shem Creek is this beautiful, like it's a fishing. Actually, it was a fishing village where it really were old school, not much. Just there was a place called Red's Ice House. I guess Mark Ring was telling me he used to go there, and it's built up some since, but there's still fishing boats there. There's still a little bit of a fishing industry, but it's very quaint, but with great, cool little restaurants along the along the banks of the creek, and and it's spread out, and the traffic is not bad at all. Like we were here for one of what was supposed to be one of the busiest weekends. There was hardly any traffic at all. But the restaurant scene is incredible. The architecture is incredible, and it's been maintained, and the streets are lined with pavers, and just not kitschy though. Like, you know how like Faneuil Hall is kitschy? Like I can't stand Faneuil Hall. I think it's almost like an embarrassment to me. Like I love other parts of Boston, but Faneuil Hall to me is like an embarrassment. I don't know. That's me though. Maybe other people feel differently. So let's go back to what other people say. Lynn Scannell says Low Country, Swamp Fox, Francis, Marion, Mustard Seed is a great restaurant in Mount Pleasant. And someone told me, I forget what the name of the person. Oh, Parco. Someone named Parco, last name Parco, is the owner from Gloucester. Is the owner of the Mustard Seed restaurant in Mount Pleasant.
Oh,
I didn't get to go there. Maybe I'll take a trip out there today. I haven't had the barbecue either, and there's supposed to be great barbecue around here. Let's see. Pauline says we stayed at the Hilton, which was the Citadel in Charleston, a beautiful area. Beverly Lowe says Fripp Island or Kauai Island, Kiowa Island, South Carolina. She could live there. So there's that. Pete, who's Pete? Pete Sam Parco is the name of the person that owns it, which is, and I heard really good things about it too. And I guess that Mustard Seed restaurant in Mount Pleasant, now it's a group. I think they have like 4 or 5 different restaurants. Sal Parco graduated from Gloucester High School in 1974. Peter Tarantino says Myrtle Beach is fabulous, especially if you're a golfer. Low Country grub is delicious also. I heard that Myrtle Beach is nice, but it's more like a Hampton Beach kind of a feel, kind of like not. I heard it's great for golfing, but I think Charleston's like really classy, really cool. Mardine Goldstein Perrines says she loved Charleston and Savannah, Georgia. Could definitely live in either. Yeah, I haven't been to Savannah. I think I'm going to have to. Maybe next year if I come here. And Pat, you and I talked about this earlier. I'm really nervous to come here with Charlene and Kate because I came here with my daughters and we spent a fortune on food. And you add in the Charlene and Kate can put it away, not food wise, drink wise. And I think it's not going to be a cheap vacation, but I think I have to bring Kate here because I know she'd love it. And I know Charlene and Chris have already been here. So Suzanne Ortiz says she went to Charleston in October and loved it. There's not a person that I've spoken with that doesn't love this city. It really is. And I think we've really gotten lucky because it's been like a low of like 50 and like a high of 73. So the temp in February, which I think it's been extremely nice. So that's great.
How are you feeling about the Southern lifestyle?
As far as what? Well, being here in Charleston, I think it's a very similar lifestyle to Bostonians. I mean, maybe not exact, but like I don't see that like a slow pace here. Maybe if I went into the country, the backwoods. But anyway, so Cosmo Palazzola, Tom Palazzola's son, is a senior at College of Charleston, which is the reason that we came here to look at a couple of colleges, College of Charleston being one of them. And he took us around and couldn't be more grateful. The College of Charleston it has been voted several times one of the most beautiful colleges in the United States, and I can see why. It's a college that like almost like Northeastern, but I think Northeast is more spread out. College of Charleston like takes up several blocks off of King Street, which is the heart of Charleston. So it's built into the fabric of the city, and the city is not huge. It's again, you could walk all over, to proper Charleston, no problem. I mean, it's a good amount of walking, but it's totally doable, and you don't get tired of it because it's so visually beautiful. And so Eloise, her thoughts on College of Charleston was, she loved it. I mean, loved it. And she's a little concerned because there's not like a big traditional, kind of penned in college. It's not a college city so much, and there's no like Division I sports. But she said she could definitely go there. She could definitely see herself going there. But we're just getting started on this journey of seeing places. And then we went to go from there to University of South Carolina, which is the Gamecocks. That's in Columbia. And literally from our hotel, I think we made 2 turns to get on. I think it was Interstate 26, Route 26. And 2 turns got us. We were just on that highway for an hour and 48 minutes, and it brought us right to Columbia, South Carolina, where we looked at South Carolina. The city of Columbia, South Carolina. I don't know if I set us up for failure there, maybe because Charleston is so beautiful, and Columbia, not so much. It's kind of a really depressing area. The college itself was a pretty campus, but compared to College of Charleston, I mean, I don't know if anything's going to compare to it. So it's almost an unfair thing. But they do have the Division I sports, decent football, decent basketball, good baseball. So I don't know. We have a lot of other schools to look at for her, and it's been so fun. Kind of it's just the 3 of us, Madeline, Eloise, and me. It's been so fun having this time together, like in the car and in the hotel room, just kind of busting chops on each other and laughing. And, it's a bittersweet thing. They've grown up. They've grown up with the blog, and Eloise is a junior. A couple more years, and she wants to go someplace warm for college, so she's not going to be in my backyard.
Right.
And I feel once she goes, I mean, if she comes to College of Charleston, I don't see her, like, I don't see anyone coming home from, if you go to College of Charleston and you see like then you go over to Shem Creek and you see how nice lifestyle, the housing is a lot less expensive. It's beautiful. There's no traffic. I mean, I don't know how you go back to the cold. I really don't. And I don't know. And there's a lot of jobs down here. There's jobs everywhere now, but like, even when the job market gets not as tight, there's still jobs down here. So it's been a special trip. It's definitely been a special trip.
It'll be it's memorable already. So
yeah. So Jimmy has a little situation.
Yeah.
PMG Jimmy. Can you want to speak to how he's doing so people that are worried about him can hear about his situation?
Well, we haven't talked about it a whole lot, but Jim spent some time in the hospital last week. Turns out he suffered a mild stroke. He is recovering and expected to recover fully. And he is recovering slow but sure. We would like to, we had to call 911. The ambulance guys were great. The paramedics, and there was a fire truck here too, I think. They were wonderful. They really were professional and efficient and got him where he needed to go. And the hospital staff took good care of him until I could bring him home. So thank everybody for their well wishes, and for all our paramedics and hospital staff. They did a terrific job.
Yeah, and he's doing much better now.
He's doing much better. It's slow progress, but we're making progress.
Did he lose any of his speech, and can he walk around fine right now?
He has no residual effects of the stroke itself. There's some vertigo that's affecting his ability to be steady on his feet, but that's getting better every day. And his speech, he is fine. He's not got any residual effects. Like, I'm not noticing anything cognitive that's a problem more than usual. And he's expected to recover fully. So we're grateful.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, no, I was a little scared there. I was texting
Oh
him.
yeah, it was. Yeah, I
For
mean,
3 days straight, and he didn't respond once, which is not like Jimmy. Well,
not like Jim. Yeah, there were a few days when he wasn't really acting like himself, but now he's getting back to that. So that's a relief. That's my barometer.
oh God, yeah, no, I mean, scary. I mean, very scary. Did you hear? Oh, I'm gonna hold up because Mike says he's on his way.
Oh,
Mike
really?
Curtis is on his way, and I don't think he's staying too far away. What is this?
Peter Tarantino says, "Get well quick, Jim."
There you go. There you go. What? Oh, this is a topic I have. I'm going to do it. This is going to be a weekly podcast topic when you're on, Pat.
Okay.
What sweatshirt is Pat wearing is going to be the new segment. Oh, there you go. That's a Lobster Trap Gifts one.
Yep.
Lobster Trap Gifts with the
wrong side.
logo. Very nice. Very nice. How many? You have a thing for Gloucester business sweatshirts?
Yeah. Gear. Yeah,
Gloucester
I do.
gear. Yeah, like not just necessarily sweatshirts, like shirts, hats, the whole thing.
Mostly things I can wear, but yeah.
Yeah. And so and you're very vigilant. If we're going to if we go to mile marker, you wear your mile marker one.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear your, other ones, you would definitely wear.
Yeah, and anytime that I'm going to be on camera, I try to plan to wear one.
I love that. I love that. Oh wow. Let me see. Okay, I gotta say, let's go. Okay, you gotta just text code. So we gotta give. So everybody's gotta listen. So Mike's probably not watching right now, but he's gonna pop into the scene any minute now. So when he comes on, I want everybody that's watching to type in a comment like, "Way to go, Mike!" You're late. There's some kind of comment.
Must be nice.
Must be nice to sleep in. How is it? You got hammered last night. How about some responsibility? No excuses. The dog ate my homework. Like we gotta give them the business. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna text him right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call him right now. We'll hear his excuse and we'll see what kind of an excuse he has. All right, Peter Tarantino. Thank you. You're a good man. Let's see. Michael?
I lost the window.
What'd you say?
I lost the window.
You lost the window?
Yeah.
What are you talking? Where are you right now?
I'm at Johnny's.
You haven't left yet?
Can you believe it?
Mike, this isn't like you. You're a type A guy.
I know, guy. I was fucking hanging with you last night. You got me off the game.
Listen, don't say anything. You're on the podcast right now, so we're streaming live. So don't say anything that could incriminate you. What?
We're not streaming live.
No, we are streaming live, and if you put it on, you can see us talking right now. But it's Pat Dalpiaz admirably offered to hop in because we didn't want to leave our viewers that we promised we'd go live at 7. I waited till 7:30 and we went live without you. But the show must go on.
Yeah, you gotta listen to your body. Sometimes the body needs rest.
Yeah. So is that what we're going with for an excuse? Because you're not a dog ate my homework kind of guy.
I am not a dog ate my homework kind of guy. I can be there in 5 minutes.
All right. If you can really hop, skip, and jump, because there's a couple topics that I had based around you, and you're not here. So I really try to get here quickly. All right, and I'm all set up. All you have to do is sit down right next to me. All right, he's on his way. All right, we got to give him the business. All right, everybody.
Now the viewers will have someone else's mug to look at.
Who's in to give Mike shit? Like you got to say no excuses. no days off. Like I want you got to hammer it. And
It
Pat,
looks like we have 19 viewers, so we'll be expecting at least 15 comments.
right, that's right. And Pat, I want you to put them like when the comments go, like Peter Tarantino said, all set up like a bowling pin. Watch, I'm gonna put. Oh, there you go. That's what I want. I want you to go right like that, bang, right onto the screen. That's how I want it to go. And I want rapid fire, and you can do more than one comment. You just gotta absolute. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So if you're not on Facebook right now, go to Facebook and Good Morning Gloucester Facebook and join in the fun because we're gonna roast Mike. We're gonna absolutely roast him. All right. If you haven't shared the podcast yet,
Right.
I have a couple prizes. I'm not gonna be home. I'll be home tomorrow, but we have a couple prizes we wanted to give away. So if you share the podcast and type shared in the show notes, you can win. I have a Bravo Pizza T-shirt, which is awesome, and I have a Good Morning Gloucester calendar, one of my calendars that someone never picked up. So we're gonna put that into the thing there. There you go. Pencil PA online. Hey, Betty Brooks Graver, you can. Betty Brooks Graver from. She's Betty Brooks. Oh, Bobby Brooks is the one that was the marathon runner from Gloucester. I think she was the first woman to run the Boston Marathon, and she lives, I think, in Annisquam or North Gloucester or something like that. So that's fun. So who has anybody shared it yet, Pat? Has Peter Tarantino shared it and typed shared? No. Has Kathy Barlow shared it or?
Not quite yet.
No. Oh, so
there's a little delay. So.
All right. Well, listen, they have a really good chance to win prizes if they share it, because there's 2 prizes, and if there's only 2 people to share it, you're guaranteed to win, right? And where can they pick up the prizes, Pat?
Arts Abound on Lexington Avenue in Magnolia. Their winter hours, I think, are Wednesday through Saturday or Sunday, something like that. So we will drop them off at Arts Abound.
Oh, look at that. If it ended right now, Peter Tarantino would be a winner because that's the only one that typed shared. He shared it and he typed shared. So right now, Peter Tarantino is in the money, as we say in the business.
His name is on the official list.
Oh, Kathy Barlow shared it, which is sweet, but don't count her because she's in New York. Well, sweet. That's sweet of you, Kathy. Thank you. Betty Brooks says her family is a Marrow, McIntyre, and Weidman's, all of Essex. I'm thinking she meant Woodman's, but maybe not. Who knows? So there's that. Peter Tarantino coming up big. Hold on, I gotta readjust. So these right here, these pants I'm wearing, they're called they're Lululemon, and they're called ABC pants. And and ABC stands for anti-ball crushing pants. It's true. It's true.
Thank you for that.
So it has like a stretch. There's a stretch to them, and they're super comfortable. They're not cheap, but they're worth every penny, because if you have a pair of pants for say 7 or 8 years, and you wear them 2 times a week, and they're the ultimate pants. Those are the kind of pants you want. ABC pants from Lululemon. Trust me on this. They look good, they feel good, and they don't crush your nuts. ABC pants. Look at that. Peter Tarantino's got the peanut all ready to go there. Very nice. Very nice. All right, Cody said he was going to be here in 5 minutes. I expect him any minute. I hope everybody has their comments to lambaste him when he gets here, because I have a couple topics I want to bring up with him. I'm gonna pull the. I don't know if we could. Yeah, he could probably. He could. Yeah, we could both sit on the edge of this chair, which would be fine. All right, good. We have that going for us. Pat, is there any Gloucester news? So we see that the Bluefin blowout is officially
underway.
They have the date. I see they had their planning thing. Let me see. Do we have the graphic? Oh, we don't have the graphic up. Oh, we didn't load the graphic. That's all right. There's that, and the fiesta is on. So we're looking like a full-blown, back to regular summer in Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Can't wait. Can't wait. It's been gorgeous here. Today's supposed to be another nice day, so I'm anxious to get out and about. Lots and lots of people out yesterday. It's a holiday, so I think we had some extra visitors in town. Plus, it was just a gorgeous day, so people are out and about.
Oh, we should have had Chris Biddle on. I heard this weekend we're expecting some weather.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Oh, that's he's our guy.
He's awesome. I follow him religiously. If I want to know what the weather's going to be, I am watching Cape Ann weather.
And I saw Cape Ann weather. He redid his basement, and I'm wondering if he's going to have like a green screen down there.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to like do a whole like weather studio in his basement, because he's. I mean, it's funny because he will tell you, look at this. Wow, like a daisy. Right here, Mike. Sit right here, Mike.
Pat, morning.
I'm gonna.
I had a hot yoga class.
No, Pat, go like this. Go, Pat,
there you go.
You can put yourself on, Pat.
Oh, all right. There we go.
Fresh as a daisy.
Good morning, Mike.
Mike Coder here at the Hotel Bennett.
Morning, Pat. Peace.
You look fresh as a daisy. Look.
I feel fresh as a daisy. I feel like an English tea rose. How's everyone doing today? Any questions from the audience?
Oh, Kathy,
hey,
Mike,
I am alive. Yes.
Mike, you're alive.
My alarm didn't go off, and to leave my yoga class,
There was a lot of concern among the viewers about your well-being.
Because I'm that guy. I'm that guy that shows up.
I showed up late. I mean, we were half hour here, stranded. I was blowing in the wind, Mike. You left me blowing in the wind.
I'm usually the guy you can count on.
Yeah, usually. He goes, Peter Tarantino says, do they have AA meetings down there in South Carolina?
They do. They do. Peter, if you need one, I can get you hooked up. We can get you connected if you need one.
Oh my goodness gracious, Mike! You're getting some heat here.
How are you from yoga? Good morning. How are you?
Oh, she was at yoga.
Yep.
Yeah, she was at. Oh, there you go. She's at the gym. So, Mike, that was the scene of the crime last night, right?
Yeah,
there.
right there.
And can you speak to the hospitality and craft cocktails and the conversation we were having earlier was about bartenders even at like an elite bar, not being pretentious.
When a bartender meets you and they say, "Hello, my name is," it was Alan and Greg, Alan and Greg last night, and when they say, "Hello, my name is," that just sets the stage for hospitality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Peter, I don't need any aspirin. I'm good. I'm so good. Like I have so much wellness inside me from yesterday's cryo treatment and then the cold plunge.
Well, you did a cryo treatment?
Yeah. Synchronicity over in Mount Pleasant, where my daughter is. You know,
it's funny. I noticed I've been getting in my Facebook feed since I was in Mount Pleasant. They had a place opened up for. It was a stretching clinic.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so assisted stretching is the thing. And I've always said if there was a place in Gloucester, I would rather go for an assisted stretching session
they do
than
that
a massage.
At Mac Fitness. If you, Marcy Plan, our dear friend,
she does it.
They have an instructor that does it. I think it's Ken Olson. Ken Olson. I've seen him doing it.
I would rather have an assisted, and there was someone, I think it was Kristen Silver, or someone on Facebook this morning was saying that she's suffering from sciatica, and she's like, "What can you do for sciatica?"
This is the kitchen sink stretch right here, every day. Here, Joey, sit down in the chair.
There you go.
I need to use your body weight.
To hold me in place. Okay, sorry, hold on. We'll go like this. We're gonna give
this gets the L4, L5. You go down like this, and you pull. You go down like that. You just stretch like that. And it gets your lower back.
There's the L4, L5. There you
right
go. Here at the Hotel Bennett, right there. Yeah, I have a couple other ones that I do. But some people were, it was a little concerning to me because a lot of people were suggesting right off the bat to her to get shots or to get surgery. And I'm at the wharf. I'm 54 years old, and I've dealt with lower back pain as I get older, it's more and more difficult to take care of. But the number one thing that people, I don't know if it's something that they don't want to deal with, like having to do like the work, put in the work, but stretching, icing, stretching, and the first thing you should do if you suffer from sciatic pain is go to a physical therapist. A lot of people say chiropractor. You need to learn how to stretch these muscles out. A lot of time it is from sitting at a desk for long periods of time. The muscles in your hamstrings tighten and shorten, and so then when you are up and you're twisting, like it snaps and it pulls a nerve. It's all nerve stuff in your lower back. I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to be a doctor, but this is from my personal experience and what has saved me and from going underneath the knife and never being right again. So go to your physical therapist if you have lower back pain. They're going to teach you stretches. Do the stretches religiously. You have a herniated L7. Peter, do you stretch? Ice, theralgesic, like icy hot on it, stretching and walking. And you have to, not only can you just stretch, you have to stretch and you have to, your core, so what happens is look at me right now. I'm slouched over, right? My shoulders are rolled and I have terrible posture. If you're at a desk for long periods of time, like a lot of people are, you have to, so you kind of, your spine is, you're like this, right? You're like this, hunched over. You have to be aware and you have to make your spine straight up. And then you have to engage your core and you have to
Engage in the core? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, no, because what happens is when you sit down for long periods of time, everything gets tight and stuff like that.
Your hip flexors, all about it.
Right.
Did you notice hats off in the lobby over here, the sign? Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
I know, I saw the sign.
Before seeing the lobby, or entering the lobby.
I could take my hat off, but I got hat head. I got barely. So okay, I'm debating right here, right? This is not a true representation of my hair because, well, I understand there's not much hair there, but I've been wearing this hat, so it's all kind of matted down. But I'm debating. I want to hear people from the audience. Mike has a luxurious. Every male in a class of 1985 Bishop Fenwick High School is jealous of Mike's luxurious head of hair. I am not that fortunate. Do you think that I should shave it and just like leave just a little bit of fuzz, or do you think I should do the shave my head down?
Oh, the comb over.
No comb over. I won't do the comb over. But I got see. My problem is I already have like a 9 head. Most people, some people have a 4 head. I have like a 9 head. But yeah, no. So I'm curious if how people feel. Peter Tarantino says don't shave it, no shave. See, I don't know if I have the shave. I feel like I look like Peyton Manning because he has a 9 head too, and I don't think I should. I don't think I'm at that point.
We got the Bonza going right now.
Yeah, we're on vacation.
Yeah, you see the chandelier behind us? It's amazing.
I know this place is absolutely stunning.
I liken this to a Fairmont type property, or a Princess Hotel, or something like that. This is and John lives like, how long did it take me to get here? 6 minutes, maybe?
I would say 7, maybe 6.
I had 2 red lights.
Oh, you drove here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you would have walked. Where'd you park?
I'm out front with valet.
Of course you are. So I didn't know the move. So I didn't. A lot of times nowadays, like in big city hotels, if you valet your car with the property, they pound you for like $56 or $60.
Oh, yeah, or $100,
or $100 because you don't ask them like how much it cost you, but you just see it on your bill.
Yeah.
So
I gave you a name when I pulled up. I gave you. I pulled up. I just said
GMT Tower room XYZ.
Yes.
I always park at like the close. I'll drop off the bags with my wife or my daughters, and then I go and park at the closest parking lot, and I didn't even bother trying to valet here. I just went right to the lot that's across the street. It was $32 a day,
which is a bargain.
Which is nice. Yeah, I think that's a bargain. Right. So there's that.
What's that hat you're sporting today, Joe?
This is Joe Higgins original. So some people may not know the story about this hat, but this logo is Joe Higgins' logo, and he was ripped off by a big clothing company. He found because this these impressions from his tuna tail, because he actually takes a tuna tail and he uses ink and he presses it on. It's much like a thumbprint. And he saw some major clothing manufacturer stole that image and put it on their own hats. And he threatened to sue them. And there was some type of, I don't know if it was a monetary settlement or I don't know how it went, but he got like a ton of swag. He gave me one of, and I don't know if he made this hat or if this is one of the hats that they gave him. But it's been my go-to hat for like 2 months now. And I thought I was going to come down here and buy like 4 or 5 baseball hats, but I only bought one, which I was very happy about. I have a topic so I was saying earlier that I had a topic that I wanted to speak to you about because you have a close affiliation with this company. Mm-hmm. So
for the record, I paid for this hat. I didn't get it for free.
What is that hat?
This is the Captivia Club hat that my mom and dad went there for my dad's 80th birthday party 2 years ago in April.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So, Mike, did you know? I need this up. I need this right here. So I was Warren Waugh.
Oh yeah,
our friend Warren Waugh.
4,000 cows on that thing, you said?
Yeah. So here it is. This cruise ship. The name of it was the. Oh Jesus!
They're no longer at sea.
I wrote it down. Felicity Ace. The name of the boat was the Felicity Ace, and it was right off of the coast of Portugal, the Azores.
Azores, yeah. The Azores, I am Portuguese and
there you go.
From the Azores.
So this ship was carrying 4,000 luxury cars, Porsche, Bentley, Lamborghini. And I can't read my writing, which is terrible. I can't believe that. Anyway, luxury vehicles. Waugh Auto Group, his group, they lost, I want to say, it might have been like 20 or 30 cars.
Oh, my goodness.
Audi. The other one is Audi. 20 or 30 cars. And if we know the right now, the supply chain on vehicles to begin with is super tight. So I don't know how they're going to remedy this, but I guess so. What happened was the ship caught fire, but a lot of the vehicles had lithium batteries, and so I don't know if the lithium batteries were the cause of the fire, but what they said was once the fire got started, they couldn't. There was so much heat and stuff, and the batteries to contain the fire. It was several days burning before they could even get to it.
Yeah, I read that the hull of the ship melted.
Yeah, well, you could see from the image there, I'll go back to the image, like along the midsection of that ship, the hull of that ship is absolutely melted away from the heat. And what I found interesting here in Charleston, a lot of the garages have signs that say no electric vehicles allowed in the parking garages, and it's due to battery fire.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they're not insured, and they don't want to have it like a thing go car to car. There must have been some incident where this happened, where a bunch of things,
It's funny. It's new technology still, right? Even though they've been around maybe 8 or 9 years, and it's still very new. And yeah, the market on electric cars is definitely here to stay. And only more investment is going into electric cars or alternative energy vehicles. When you hit the road and you have gas-powered car, you're not beholden to anybody except the next gas station, which could be 500 miles away. It's good.
What do you mean? So you're not a fan of electric cars?
I'm a fan. I like new things. New technologies,
innovation.
But personally, I've owned a gas hybrid electric, and
I'm interested to hear your perspective on this.
And it let me down one time on a trip back from here when my daughter was in school.
You couldn't find a charging
No,
station?
the car broke down. I had 5,000 miles on it. It was July of 2017, I think. We were here for 4th of July visiting my daughter, Sophia. Hey, Sophia. And
who lives in Mount Pleasant now?
Mm-hmm.
Who came to coastal Carolina, which is up the street, and decided, and again, like a lot of kids, decided this is for me. I'm not.
As we digress, right?
Why would I go back? Yeah.
So on the way home, we took the inner route. My son Michael and I, and we took the inner route to see, like, the stalagmites in the those caves that we have here, or between here and home. And the car just broke down in Pennsylvania. Had an overnight stay unexpected. BMW took care of us and everything. But when I pulled into this station via tow truck, they were like, "Yeah, it's just you're asking the car to do a lot of things." And it was like, the brother printers that are like scanners, printers.
Oh yeah.
Fax
doesn't
machines.
do anything really.
Doesn't do anything really well. They just one thing. It's a little bit of everything. And that's what it was like having this car.
That's a tremendous analogy because I will not buy, like, for the wharf. So I have to print out checks for the fishermen, right? And I print out a bunch of checks every Friday. And the first printer forever ago that we had was one of those types of printers. And it was, if you're going to just print out checks, you want a laser printer, black and white, no multiple cartridges, and it just does it well. I've bought the same brand printer. I've probably gone through 3 of them over the course of 22 years.
It's a lot of checks.
A lot of checks, a lot of printing, and they don't fail you. Like one of these all-in-ones that's trying to do 10 things average. Give me one thing that does it perfect. That's a great analogy.
#lobster.
I'd like to hear from other people that have, because it's a huge thing. I've been super intrigued. I actually did that. I did a little bit of research. I was with Jimmy Dalpiaz, and we did a little bit of research, and it came down to, they said it was 3.5 cents per mile if you go for electric car.
Yeah.
And closer to 65 cents a mile
for gas. It's even more expensive now. It's actually cheaper to fly here than to drive right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, tickets to Florida really expensive, and to drive to Florida right now, it's about maybe $300, maybe $350 one way.
And the time.
Yeah, I take 3 tanks of gas, my tolls, and plus the time. Yeah. But I enjoy the road, always have. And
you got a nice vehicle. This is another topic I had. If you're going to New York City, what is the best way to go? So forget about you personally. What do you think an average person? What's the best way to get to New York City? Is it by train? Is it by car? Or is it by plane?
Speed or money or value play?
Good. Give me each one.
So JetBlue is a 37-minute flight from Boston Logan to LaGuardia or JFK, and from either place, you take the public transportation. Once you land, you'll be in Manhattan under an hour, and that's an hour and 37 minutes, plus maybe 40 minutes ahead of time. You're about 2 hours and a half door to door. Once you're at Logan, I mean, the ride to Logan is done for us, say 45 to 50 minutes without traffic. So it's about 3 hours.
You have to get there beforehand.
Yeah, so that's about 3 hours total, maybe 3.5 hours total. And to drive to New York is about 3.5 hours into just to the George Washington Bridge, whether you're on the Merritt Parkway or Route 95. And that, to me, drive to New York, you arrive on your own terms, you leave on your own terms. Parking might be $80 a day to stay. And the train, what's the train, $100 each way? And you arrive at Penn Station. The train's probably the most economical way. It's about under 4 hours by train, and you are in the city, done and done. So I might vote the train, but someone like me on the train, usually it's a little bit too slow. The internet isn't very isn't very good. You don't have a lot of privacy to have a conversation. If you need to take a call and you're working, for example.
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about the high-speed train that they're proposing?
No.
So go to the graphic here. Hold on, I have the graphic. I think right here. So they're proposing this high-speed 200 that it would get you to New York City in 90 minutes. Boston to Manhattan in 90 minutes.
Is that going over the sound here?
They're proposing a 220. I forget what it was. Something crazy number to go under the sound to dig a tunnel under the sound, and it looks like there'd only be a stop in Providence, a stop in Hartford, and a couple stops along. Probably
Stanford.
Yes, that down in Westport and Greenwich probably before you get to Manhattan. So that's I think that might be a game changer.
Yeah, that probably a brand new nice rig too.
Yeah. So they're talking about that, which I thought was I don't know if that's
Were there any other topics I missed that you need to enlighten me?
Well, let me see. There was we talked about Charleston a little bit, and we talked about why people are flocking here, and how what I had in the notes here was how I got to find out, like, how Charleston was not on my, like, was it a year ago? When did John come here?
John moved here in May of 2021.
So, okay, that is Charleston was not on my radar before our friend John Donnelly moved here. So John Donnelly is graduated from
he's a quarter mile down the street this way.
Yeah,
and he's in a great house that just left.
But John is a man of he has done extremely well for himself, and John could live. He has the means
to live anywhere.
Anywhere in the world. No object. Like, he could live anywhere. So when I found out from Mike that John moved to Charleston he was living in San Francisco?
Hillsborough, California.
California. Silicon Valley. Like, gorgeous place. And he moved to Charleston. And it totally intrigued me. And I said to Mike, I'm like, Mike, why Charleston? And then so why don't you give the reply?
Income tax is next. It might be 0. I'm not sure. And then it's beautiful here. He has culture. He has beaches. He has centrally located. The airport, he can get to different places where he needs to be. He can be in Florida in 5 hours. He can be in Washington, D.C. in a few hours. He can be in New York City by plane in 2 hours.
That airport, by the way, is beautiful.
Yeah.
Clean, modern, easy to get. The car situation, like the rental car situation, it's much like Naples, where you fly in, you pass over like the where people drop off and stuff and pick up, and then there's a huge complex where all the rental cars are. You hop in there, you get off your plane, you can be in Charleston from getting off your plane, downtown Charleston, checking into your hotel in 25 minutes.
Yeah, we should have him on maybe as a special guest one time, but he'll tell you the weather. He wasn't looking for winter, but he does enjoy the change of seasons a little bit, like San Francisco has fair climate most of the year, excuse me. And by coincidence, my daughter's 7 miles away from where his front door. She's 7 miles away.
Yeah. Well, so the first 2 nights we stayed in Mount Pleasant, and not right next to the bridge either. And it was 15 minutes from the hotel to downtown Charleston, like on King Street.
Yes, where we are now.
Yeah, where we are now, like in the heart of it, which is it's a special place. It really is. Charlene Delaney, I don't know. Charlene Delaney has some kind of affiliation with Charleston, and I'm not sure what it was, but she just wrote that best airport. Charlene, can you chime in? I don't know. I don't know if she lived down here, if her husband was from down here.
I think John moved here also for the pickleball. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the pickleball.
Is there a lot of pickleball down here?
Yeah, I rode past the game.
Does he play?
John plays. Yeah. Oh, John's a natural athlete. Yeah, he can play. Yeah, he's very competitive. But I rode past the game yesterday on my way back from my daughter's lunch that we had in a nice walk, and we ran over a pickleball game and dropped her off because she wanted to go shower. I spun around my Patriots gear on, and I hopped out of my car and offered to get involved in a quick game. And they said, you can play, but not without that Patriots gear. Do you have any Pittsburgh gear? So I said I didn't, but I came back with like some non-NFL accessories to my ensemble.
So there's a lot of other young families that have moved here. Connor Cranston, he's a young kid. Well, not so young anymore, but he moved down here with his family. There's a Frontero family. I think her name is Jenna, and I forget the husband's name, but I just followed him on Facebook today. They're a young Gloucester family that moved out here. We talk about it a little bit, and the more we talk about it, the more people pop up of people.
Yeah, Drew Hale has somebody down here too, I think.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, like a college roommate, maybe.
Oh, the Hales come in. The Hales love it down here.
James Allen is beautiful. Charlene Delaney, yep. James Allen. I was at a point yesterday looking out at Sullivan's Island, John's Island, Folly Beach, Isle of Palm, Kiwa Island is that next level of luxury like this place. Something that you would enjoy, Joey. Not spend the money to go there, but you would enjoy the experience. It's very, very, very nice.
I got to drive out, and I want to. I have the one thing I haven't done since I've been here is have barbecue.
Oh, Lewis's barbecue or home team, or there's several great choices.
Yeah, I've heard. And Charlene Delaney says on James Island, Melvin's or Martin's. I think there's probably like 10 great barbecue joints here. But the mixologists take their job very seriously here, and the food is just phenomenal.
Hall Steakhouse is right around the corner, and
best steakhouse in the country.
They got rid of number one steakhouse in the United States, and it's a 5-minute walk from here, not even. And that's right. I went there for dinner last night. Happened to get two with my daughter, Sophia. And we had a great meal, and everything was great.
There you go. All right. Anything else you want to add, Mike?
I'm off to see my mom today on Sanibel. On my way.
How many hours will that be?
Probably about 8.5.
8.5. You gotta go straight. You're gonna stop. Pee breaks.
I'll stop for gas.
Gas and pee.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Pat Dalpiaz, thanks for joining us today. Mike, thanks for making it. Better late than never, guys.
Caitlin's got me on the points. Caitlin, my watch is not charged. You have me today. I'm gonna probably do a 0 because I'm in the car.
How many walking too? I had 18,000 steps 2 days ago. It's easy.
I was here for a week and it's 65 miles in a week here.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise
on foot.
There you go. So the shared prizes go to Ed Collard and Peter Tarantino. You can pick those up. Give me a week to get those to Arts Abound. That's where the prizes will be. And thanks again, Pat, for running the back end and joining me in Mike's absence. And just another great time. Peter and Ed, which prize? Whoever says first can get your pick. So the Bravo T-shirt or the Good Morning Gloucester calendar. Whichever one of you guys replies first gets the pick. The other one gets the other prize. Probably 10 seconds. I think there's like a 10-second delay, so in 10 seconds or so we should see who picks, and then we'll wrap up the show.
I see who's here. It's 11 viewers.
Ed Collard beat him by like a split second. Ed Collard gets the T-shirt.
The key was typing T, Ed, and then just hitting the enter button. T-shirt. That was the difference.
That was absolutely the difference. So, Peter, you get the calendar is no slouch, though. The calendar is no slouch. So.
Is it the GMG desktop calendar?
It is. Yeah.
Dollhouse version?
All right, there you go. Everybody signing out from Charleston, Carolina, no, South Carolina. I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks, Mike.
Little town with big news. 411, come get the scoop. Wake up with Joe and the rest of his crew. It's Good Morning Gloucester to you.